Hi everybody, it's not very often you see me like this, but I've just come to the end of my spinning class at the gym. I try to get here 3 or 4 times a week, but if you've never been to a spinning class, there's an instructor yelling at a group of people to work as hard as they can. It's here that I find my downtime, when I forget about everything else. It's here that I'm Graham Ensor, not a Baptist minister. Strangely also it's here, in the ordinary everyday experiences of life, that I find Jesus. And the people that I meet and the conversations that I have. Actually, when people find out that I'm a Baptist minister, it usually leads to 1 or 2 things. An end to the conversation, or it opens a conversation up, as people want to tell me about their spiritual experiences, or alternately argue with me why they could never believe in God. Often it leads to the latter. Actually, in the changing rooms, lots of the guys banter with me, because they say, the only day that I work is a Sunday, as if. But also in the changing rooms, lots of serious conversation takes place, interesting conversation. Like I'm reading this book again recently, Richard Dawkins, The God Delusion, simply because of the fact that one of the guys in the changing rooms, Richard Dawkins, he calls him his hero. And so we've been having lots of interesting discussions about faith, about his disbelief and my belief, with lots of the other guys listening on. It's quite interesting. Recently, he said to me that he didn't think Christianity had done much for the world. Yet, as we spoke together, I talked about how Christian thinkers had been leaders in education, in healthcare, and in prison reform, made a real difference. And so we had a fascinating conversation. Of course, I'd like to say to you that he, along with all the other people I speak to, have come to faith in Christ. But that just wouldn't be true. That's not my real life. Rather, it's just ordinary conversations about faith in Jesus and trusting in him for the rest. Actually, my life's not spectacular, I guess just like yours. But it's out of the ordinary that I want to say the extraordinary comes about. I don't know if you read this week about the death of Kath Cassidy. She worked for Newcastle United Football Club. She was a tea lady there. She became known as a legend. She worked there for 52 years. Started in 1963, retired at aged 88 in 2015. Everybody knew her. She was just an ordinary person, but because she was so faithful in the ordinary for so many years, it became extraordinary. And so that's what I want to say. It's just about doing ordinary things, again and again and again and again, living our life for Jesus every day, just like I try to do, that the extraordinary comes about. Happy Easter, everybody. Have a great celebration.